Welcome back to HB Unfiltered Sports Talk. I'm joined by the Stiff Brownie,
What's up, everybody?
the Intern, and the Dirtbag. Today's show is brought to you by J3 Supply Group for your hose and fitting specialist. Come on down. Great guys. Get your stuff. Also, OC Boardroom, Big Rob's Pizza. Thanks, Joey, for everything you do for us with free carbs. Lots of carbs.
So good, though. So good.
My Place, Sports Barn Grill, Selman Chevrolet. Talk to Larry Beavers and drop our names, either the Intern, Stiffy B, or myself, Dirtbag, and you're going to save money on that next auto or truck that you get. And also gotbackup.com for your storage needs. And last one, First Class Pizza.
Thanks, Gar.
Yep. So, with that being said, let's find out what happened in this week in sports history with the Intern.
So in this week in sports history, 1947, Jackie Robinson bunts his first major league hit. 1951, New York Yankee Mickey Mantle's first game, he goes 1 for 4. 1978, at the 82nd Boston Marathon, the U.S. actually doubled, with Bill Rogers winning his second men's title in 2:10:13. Gail Barron, women's champion, in 2:44:52. 1991, Magic Johnson sets the NBA record for career assists with 9,898. 1991, Evander Holyfield beats George Foreman in 12 for the heavyweight boxing title. 1997, baseball honors Jackie Robinson by retiring number 42 for all teams. 2008, Danica Patrick, driving for Andretti Green Racing, wins the Indy Japan 300, becoming the first female driver in history to win an IndyCar Series race. And in 2019, the LA Clippers overcome an NBA record 31-point deficit to score an improbable 135-131 Game 2 playoff victory win over the Golden State Warriors.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy Jackie Robinson week.
Yeah, and his Rachel, his wife, 101. Wow.
Is that how old she is now?
101.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to, you know how every team, every player wears 42?
Yeah.
Like the Dodgers, they're actually like just making whatever plain old Jane replica jersey with 42 on it, because it doesn't even have a 42 on the front. Like, they're not putting much money into these jerseys.
One of the coolest.
I know
pieces,
they are just for one day.
One of the coolest pieces of memorabilia I've ever seen is a New York Yankees Mariano Rivera number 42, because he was the last guy to wear it.
That's
and
right.
he actually signs it, last Major League Baseball player to wear number 42.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Obviously a home jersey too on top of that. So.
You know, I don't know for a fact, but you would think that they would take these jerseys, since they're just one and done jerseys, and then they auction them off, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah.
A lot of the players want them though.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, interesting. But
Yeah. So.
well, let's get right into Major League Baseball, shall we?
Yeah. Major League Baseball.
Dirtbag.
Stiffy B, you're off to a hot start, I hear.
Very hot. I'm hitting at about 74% clip right now. So this weekend, what you want to look at is you want to look at the Chicago Cubs. They're at home against the Miami Marlins. It's pretty easy. Miami Marlins suck. There's no rhyme or reason. Just you know.
Yeah, they're a bad team.
Yeah.
They don't have any great players.
The second bad team is also my second pick. It's the Chicago White Sox. They're visiting the Philadelphia Phillies. So I'm going to load up on the Phillies on that one. Phillies are starting to playing some good ball. They're getting some better pitching. They were off to a really bad start, but they've kind of righted the ship. So I like that. Interesting one over the weekend, and the reason I like this is because the weather in Atlanta is going to be great. It's an outside ballpark. Ball flies there. It's the Texas Rangers at the Atlanta Braves. I love the over.
Okay.
There's only one game where Charlie Morton is throwing that I probably wouldn't take the over, but I'm going to take the over anyhow on all three of these games.
Okay.
And then the last but not least is the New York Mets at Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers.
Man, they're struggling.
They are. The Mets have a 4-game winning streak coming into today. I don't see that happening. I like the Dodgers at home to get their mind right, get their stuff together. The pitching matchups are definitely in favor of the Dodgers all weekend. I've already looked at all three of them. Again, the Mets,
Yeah, and the Dodgers, with how good they are at home, are they really going to lose a series to
Yeah.
the Padres, Nationals, and Mets?
Yeah.
3 in a row?
Yeah.
There's no way. Dodgers should take the series against the Mets.
One of the things that I've learned over the last 2 weeks is and this perfect example yesterday, the Dodgers had every reason to win that game against the Nationals. They're at home. They've already won the first 2, but it just goes to show you how incredibly difficult it is to sweep a team in Major League Baseball.
Yes.
So if you're paying attention and you look at the other 2 games, if somebody's won the last 2 games of the 3-game series, I either wouldn't take the game 3, or I'd probably take the other team. Sweeping a team is incredibly difficult in Major League Baseball, no matter how bad the Nationals or the Miami Marlins or the Chicago White Sox are. So,
Right.
So understand that. Pay attention to that stuff because it does matter. So
Yeah.
those are my picks: Chicago Cubs, Phillies, the over in Atlanta, and the Dodgers.
Okay. All right. Yeah, my brother, the Weasel, he actually went to the day game yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And pretty sad when you go and spend $35 for parking. And
Oh, it was only
You're
35? I thought it was way more.
yeah,
than that.
I thought they were going to boost it up myself. That's why I'm bringing it up. I thought for sure it'd be 50 and 100, but it's still 35 and 50.
Wow.
So McCourt hasn't jacked up the prices, even though he had an opportunity to do it. I'll commend him a little bit for
I'd
that.
hate to go to any day baseball game where it ends up being 2-0,
Right.
And your team loses.
And your team
on top
loses
of it.
when you're supposed
it's
to
already
win.
super boring. You're just sweating out there.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Boston Red Sox game yesterday?
No,
It was over in like an hour and 49 minutes.
that's how fast it was.
That's the fastest time to a
Wow.
game, and how short it was since 1975.
Wait, but wasn't there scoring in that game too?
There was, but I don't know. These pitchers were pitching with 10 seconds on the clock. I have no idea.
Wow.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't see it.
Wow,
I just saw that little stat line run by, and
that's impressive.
I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Those games only happened when Greg Maddux was throwing.
Yeah.
You know, his
Yeah.
games were so fast.
Yep. Because he hardly he rested. He didn't rest.
Yeah,
He-
and
he
he
literally
didn't throw a
stood
lot
up
of
there.
balls, so it was like
Yeah.
it's amazing.
That guy, pinpoint accuracy, unbelievable. All right, we got to talk about the NFL draft. It's
Yep.
coming up here. It's only a week away. We talked about it on our Instagram. Remember to go to our Instagram and check out our 2-minute rants. And also, when you're on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. But we talked about, we touched base. The first round, the NFL is all about itself and glorifying this draft. And they talk about it for basically 6 months, it seems like.
They monopolize this draft pretty.
Oh.
It's like there's no other sport. It's a draft. It's not
Yeah.
even like a game. It's a
Yeah,
draft.
they haven't done anything, but basically once your name is heard, it's like winning the lottery, basically.
Right.
You're winning millions of dollars. Caleb Williams is supposed to go number 1. Basically 4 quarterbacks will go at the top.
Ooh, I like that.
But the first round, so we're talking, the first round is on Thursday, prime time. Then Friday will be the second and third round, and then Saturday.
Also prime time.
Saturday will be the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and rip through it all on Saturday morning and afternoon. So this is where teams can change their whole, future with the right draft.
So wait, let me get this straight. You just said 4 quarterbacks. I only knew 3 were going in the top 3. Where's the 4th one coming from?
Oh, you got Caleb Williams,
Mhm.
Drake May, Jalen
Right.
Daniels, and J.J. McCarthy.
McCarthy's up in top 5 now.
J.J. McCarthy somehow has gone from
Wow.
late first round pick to middle round pick to now like the 3rd or 4th pick in the draft. And I just don't get it because
He didn't do that much at Michigan. He was around a superior defense that was super clutch, and his running backs were amazing.
he reminds me of the guy. Look at this! I can't remember his name on the Jets.
Mark Sanchez.
No, the guy that just lost his job. Basically, Aaron Rodgers is taking his job.
blonde kid. That's
Out of BYU.
Yeah.
See, you can't remember his name.
I don't pay attention
Zach
to those
Wilson?
guys.
Thank you. The intern comes through. Zach Wilson. We can't even remember this guy's name because that's how quickly he's shit the bed.
Yeah.
But J.J. McCarthy seems like Zach Wilson to me. I just don't get Why everybody's thinking because he went to Michigan, he might be Tom Brady or something. I don't know.
I just think they see a winner, but like there wasn't a whole lot on his plate, as a quarterback. He just
Right.
kind of had to manage the game and not make errors.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. They had a great, like you said, great
So-
defense, great running game. You don't need to throw it that much.
So if that puts him at 4, that means my Chargers have a legit
Yes.
shot at Marvin Harrison Jr.
yes.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, Marvin
come on.
Harrison Jr.
Oh, I don't even know who our GM is, but please pick Marvin Harrison
God,
Jr.
there's a lot of good receivers in this draft.
I know, but he's a generational talent. Like his dad's a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Right.
He was amazing at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and,
he's
and
gonna-
we just lost 2 of our receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. So we
Yeah,
need
Char-
another receiver.
Chargers need a lot of help.
I know they're gonna.
I
know they're gonna trade back. I know they're gonna trade
if
back.
you
and just
trade
crush.
back, you can get the tight end Bowers.
That kid's good.
That guy's a stud out of Georgia.
Yeah, and then maybe an offensive tackle, so that way Herbert isn't always like getting his head beat in.
Yeah. that
Our
guy.
offensive line is pretty brutal.
I think the Chargers are in for the GM that left and somehow got the job with the Raiders. He ruined the Chargers. He
Yeah.
gave too much money to guys that aren't worth it,
Yep.
and now they're going to pay for it. Just like in the NBA, the Lakers will pay for how much money they've given these players.
Although Joey Bosa, who was supposed to get paid $1 kajillion because of that contract that he did with that GM, was willing to rework his contract to get some more help. So Khalil Mack left. I mean, we got some holes, but I trust.
Is Joey
I-
Bosa gone?
No, he's trying to rework his contract.
Okay.
But I trust Harbaugh. I mean, the guy, he took San
Can you
Francisco to the
understand
Super
what he's
Bowl.
saying?
He won a national title at Michigan. He turned them around really fast. If our owner could just stay out of his way,
Spanos.
we would be we'd be a good team. So, anyways, enough about our team.
Well,
what else do we got?
Hey, the best thing that can happen to the Chargers, obviously, is new ownership, and then move back down to San Diego. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. No, they got way too good of a deal from Kroenke.
I know, but teams that rent and are the second fiddle, just like the Clippers wanting out.
Yeah, but
Ballmer.
Spanos is Jewish, dude. He is the cheapest motherfucker on the planet. He is not going to. I
He
mean,
broke out my initials.
He's there.
Terrible.
He's there. Literally, he's never going to leave.
Right.
He's never going to leave. He got such a good deal. I don't. I think he doesn't get concession stand, but he doesn't pay any rent. It's like $1.
Yeah.
He's not leaving.
And that's the only thing he
He's
doesn't
squatting
get.
for sure. He's squatting.
He
for
gets
sure.
everything else.
I think he gets everything else. Like he got such a good deal.
Wow.
And then obviously the stadium
Kroenke,
ended
terrible
up going
businessman.
over what the cost budget was.
Yeah.
And they turned to Spanos and asked for a little help, and Spanos gave him the bird. Just
Well,
said,
don't you think that our boy Mark Davis and his terrible haircut got a better deal? They basically took him out of Oakland where they were making no money, no
Yeah.
fans, nothing,
Yeah.
and gave him a brand new facility, and it's the #1 hottest ticket in football.
yeah,
How does that guy deserve what he got?
he got lucky.
And he's upset that the Oakland A's are coming to town.
He is.
He is. That's what I've heard. He's not happy that they're coming to town. It's like
The new stadium layout for that
I think it's gonna be awesome.
awesome, and they're getting rid of the Tropicana, which the Tropicana sucks anyhow.
I
If
did
you're
like the
into Vegas.
Tropicana. I used to stay there, but
Yeah, but that's years ago.
yeah, I know. It
I
was
mean-
years ago. I know. I got to let it go.
Let it go.
Just let it go.
You and Jason Hoffman.
Oh God, hey man. Sometimes all you got to
R-
live
what
on
was-
is the past.
What was it? Room 350? Is that story?
Oh God, where he's yelling with the little chain attached.
Let's not give Jason.
You don't scare me.
Jason doesn't deserve any airtime.
He always gets on a hotel lockdown.
So who do you think's going to move up to 4 to get JJ McCarthy if Arizona has 4?
Well, I'll tell you, there's 2 teams that are definitely going to try and move up. It's going to be the Denver Broncos, who need a quarterback,
Okay.
and it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings. Both of them need quarterbacks.
But
As much as
Minnesota-
I like Sam Darnold,
Didn't Minnesota just sign a quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
That's the quarterback that they signed?
God, don't give me that look. Yeah, even though I like him, that's not the answer. That's not
No.
the answer. So both of those teams are desperate, and that's why, because there's 2 teams, that's why the Cardinals hold all the chips.
Yeah.
But now I'm hearing the Patriots are willing to trade their pick like they always do. So if the Patriots trade the pick, then both the Patriots and the Cardinals could be moving down.
The Patriots need a lot of help everywhere. Their team is in shambles.
Yeah,
it's pretty freaking bad.
And later, watch the Raiders move up too. Raiders are going to try to move up a couple spots to get Penix.
Okay.
So watch out for those. But hey, we only have a couple minutes here. We got to talk about the WNBA. I know the WNBA. I know you love talking about. They just had their draft. Dude, you got to tell me once again, how much money is Caitlin Clark? All the talk's been about Caitlin Clark making breaking all these records, getting drafted #1 by Indiana Fever. How much?
She's making $76,000 her first year, $78,000 her second year, $85,000 her third year, and just under $100,000 her fourth year. Now, if I'm her, I go and play rec league basketball for Dave Portnoy and make $10 million and call it a night.
Well, if you come out here and work at McDonald's, $20 an hour minimum wage, I think you'll make more, right? A year with a little overtime and hard work. If she moves up,
yeah.
You know, she can start on fry or lettuce and then move to fries.
This is the whole debate about the pay discrepancy. It's like they don't have any fans, and in fact, most of these owners of the WNBA teams own NBA teams, and they take them. They have them because they take a loss on the books. The
WNBA has lost money every single year, and the NBA keeps making it because they're making a profit, so they keep subsidizing and paying it.
Yep.
So because they want the women to succeed, but the bottom line is nobody goes and watches the game.
Yep. You can buy a ticket in the nosebleed section and walk right down to courtside.
Yeah, I don't think the usher is going to stop you, because I think he'd rather have the body in the seat showing in the background that it's filled up.
Like and subscribe, people. Let's make some money this weekend.
Yep.